Why the law of attraction doesn't need scientific proof. If you're embracing a concept beyond science, why try to validate it through science? Whether the law of attraction is true or false doesn't require scientific approval or validation. Many people attempt to explain the law of attraction using scientific terms proven by experiments, validated by modern physics, or explained through quantum mechanics. But in this discussion, I want to highlight why relying on quantum mechanics to prove the law of attraction is problematic, and why this law doesn't actually need scientific validation. Understanding this is essential for successfully applying the law of attraction in your life. Why do we trust science? Why do we instinctively trust something labeled as scientific? Because, as members of society, we often rely on others for information. If someone deceives us, we suffer the consequences. That's why we seek objective and fact-based assurances. This is what science and scientists provide. We trust science because we believe it doesn't deceive us. This trust is reinforced by the rigorous system within the scientific community, where theories are constantly tested, revised, and refined. Through critical thinking and peer review, science has earned its credibility. That's why people prefer information labeled as scientific. It carries a sense of reliability. However, the term scientific can also be misused to exploit this trust. Consider diet advertisements. You've likely seen phrases like clinically proven weight loss program, exercise regimen scientifically designed to boost metabolism, a health supplement with patented research-backed ingredients. These claims sound convincing because they suggest scientific credibility. But do they actually present concrete research data? Many of these claims use scientific language as a marketing tool without providing real substance. The same issue exists in law of attraction discussions. This is happening in the world of the law of attraction as well. Many influencers attempt to justify the law of attraction by citing quantum mechanics, creating the illusion that it's scientifically proven. You may have heard the phrase, "No one truly understands quantum mechanics." But this doesn't mean quantum mechanics is incomprehensible. Physicists understand it well enough to calculate, predict, and apply it in real-world scenarios. The issue is that quantum mechanics operates under principles that don't align with our everyday understanding of reality. Some people misuse this idea to claim that quantum mechanics supports the law of attraction. A common misconception revolves around the concept of observation. For example, in the famous double-slit experiment, people often say, when electrons are observed, they behave like particles. When not observed, they behave like waves. This has led some to argue that electrons somehow react to human consciousness, suggesting that our thoughts directly shape reality. But this is a misunderstanding. In quantum mechanics, observation does not mean seeing with the human eye. It refers to physical interaction with a measurement device. In the double-slit experiment, observation involves a measuring instrument interacting with an electron, causing its wave-like behavior to collapse into a particle state. This is a fundamental distinction. The fact that waves become particles through physical interaction does not mean that possibilities transform into desired outcomes through human thought. These two ideas are completely unrelated, despite their superficial similarity. Misuse of quantum mechanics in law of attraction content. Some influencers promoting the law of attraction simplify complex topics by saying things like, to put it simply, it's complicated, but here's the gist. Let's skip the difficult science and get to the point. But if they truly understand quantum mechanics, why not explain the entire process instead of just presenting a conclusion? Are they genuinely knowledgeable, or are they just cherry-picking scientific terms to support their claims? Many do this because they start with the assumption that imagination creates reality, and then search for scientific explanations to support that belief, rather than letting scientific inquiry lead to conclusions naturally. A similar thing happened with the claim that positive words create beautiful water crystals, while negative words create ugly ones. This was often cited as proof that human consciousness affects physical matter. However, this claim is widely regarded as pseudoscience. Even some of the most influential law of attraction content creators have used academic credentials and authoritative-sounding sources to justify their claims, referencing professors, doctors, or scientific studies, while ignoring mainstream scientific consensus. So, is the law of attraction scientifically false? Not necessarily, because it isn't even a scientific law in the first place. In science, a law describes a consistent, observable, natural phenomenon. The law of attraction, however, belongs to the realm of metaphysics, which deals with concepts beyond the physical and measurable world. Just because something isn't scientific doesn't mean it lacks value. The law of attraction is meaningful to those who believe in it, and that meaning goes beyond scientific validation. A different perspective on the law of attraction. Many people turn to the law of attraction because conventional methods haven't worked for them. Society has its own beliefs and methods for success, often based on science. But just because something isn't scientifically proven doesn't mean it can't work for you. If you choose to believe in the law of attraction, you don't need to seek scientific approval. After all, why try to validate something that operates beyond science? Using the very rules of science, rather than seeking external validation, the key to applying the law of attraction is taking full responsibility for your own experience. The power of manifestation lies within you. Even if results don't appear instantly, consistency and faith in the process can bring subtle yet meaningful changes. Focus on your own experience because ultimately, that's what matters. Thank you.